Today's episode is brought to you by ButcherBox. ButcherBox has got that good meat that's going to be delivered directly to your home. Also today we're brought to you by Raycon. Raycon's got good vibes for your ears, baby. Now let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody, it's time for Crendor.
Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up, it's up next Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to an episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
This is excitement.
Oh, no. You sounded like an advertisement for like an old video game system.
What we've got here is excitement, and you need to partake.
Neo Geo. This is excitement. It sucks.
That's his prime 90s.
Very prime 90s.
Little early 2000s.
I feel like that faded out and it became kind of ironic stuff in the early 2000s.
A little bit.
Like, it'd be like, this is excitement. Taco Bell burritos.
Dong.
It
was,
Yo
like
quiero Taco Bell. Yeah.
2000 to 2003, it was still kind of like that. I think once we got past that, it started really phasing out.
I'm glad we've solved this. I'm glad we solved this for everyone listening.
Yeah.
We got it. Nailed it. That's what they're here for.
Yeah, no problem. Also, can I just say, I just went to click on Discord, and now it's trying to give me Discord loot boxes.
I want to let you know that it did the same for me, and I was like, oh my god, what could this possibly be? And I clicked it, and I got a plushie, air quotes, because I didn't get a plushie, I got a plushie that I then can keep on Discord. Out of all the things Discord could do, solid call quality, or maybe having more than a bunch, more than 5 people on before it starts to get crappy.
Yeah, no.
Anything. Any of those things they could have worked on. Mm-hmm. But they put their time into putting loot boxes on, which is cute.
Yeah. I did not think, of all places, Discord would be the next loot box.
I feel like it shouldn't, but maybe it's an April Fool's thing.
Oh, that's maybe what it is. I forgot it's the April Fool.
Yeah. Maybe?
It might be. Yeah. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Oh, yeah, because it said 7 hours ago, loot boxes have arrived. Okay, it's got to be an April Fool.
The thing is, I don't know how to get back to that screen, even if I wanted to, and it's probably for the best.
Yeah, I think so.
So I was like, where would it be? Shop? What was it under? And you know what? I'm not even gonna look for it.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't really like the April Fools.
Dude, I was gonna say that today, but I woke up and I thought, the first thing I saw today was on my phone was a really stupid April Fool's joke. And I was about to be, April Fool's is stupid. What a dumb thing to do all day. And this morning, while leaving my apartment, turning down our favorite intersection, hit a pothole. Pothole shredded my tire. It exploded my tire, which then caused damage to my oil pan or whatever the hell modern cars have that holds the oil, and made a hole in it. And now it's going to cost thousands of dollars to fix.
Oh,
that's been my day today.
Was that the first thing that happened today?
I got breakfast, but then after that, yes, that was the first thing that. And then the worst part is I then had to pull into so it was right away. So I pulled off onto a side street, and the side street was behind a bar and grill, which was doing brunch or some nonsense. And so everyone there was watching my car just fall apart. And I was like, well, at least it's good watching. And then because the parking there is only 30 minutes, the police drove by 5 times. And it was a different cop every time, what's going on over here? My car broke, dude. I can't move, man. He's like, oh, okay. Well, just stay safe. I'm like, yeah, okay. I called the tow company. I was like, hey, I need to take this in. And they were like, okay, sure, we will send someone over. Now, this was 10 a.m.-ish. and the tow company didn't arrive till 12:30.
Oh my God.
I sat in my car for at least 2 hours. And
How did it take them that long?
Well, it took. So what ended up happening is I had to call the tow company. I don't have AAA. I used to have AAA, and now I wish I did because I feel like a fool. But I don't. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to try to justify
Right.
nonsense. But I called, and the guy was like, "Cool. What we need to do is send you the contract to tow it." I'm like, okay. So they sent it to my email. Thankfully, it was a link to a website where I could go and sign the thing there. Then, which is insane. I've never had to sign a contract for a tow. But again, I've had AAA before, so it's a whole thing. Anyway. So the guy's like, okay, so sign the contract. And he's like, all right, we'll send someone right away. I'm like, okay. And he's like, it could take between 30 minutes and an hour, depending on where the tow truck is compared to you. And I'm like, sounds fine. Hour goes by, you get a call, and they're like, hey, tow truck guy, I'm headed to you right now. Sorry, there was a delay. And I'm like, okay. So then the tow truck guy shows up an hour later. I'm like, cool. But what am I going to do? Yell at him? Like, I'm at his mercy now.
Yeah.
So I was like, thanks so much. Thanks for doing this. And he, lifts up the car. It was actually pretty amazing. I've never sat and watched how modern tow trucks do their thing, but that is some cool automated shit. It's pretty interesting the way that they can lift the whole thing off the ground without even moving it or having it in neutral. This dude was like from the future. It was pretty cool. And so I got into his car, and we were going to drive it to the repair shop. And the traffic was so bad. I felt bad for this man because they're stuck in traffic. So now I'm just like, oh, my God. And my car is, like, hovering off the ground. It was wild. It had, like, I don't even know what technology they were using, but it was pretty amazing. And I'm sitting there, and I'm just being patient. I'm trying to hold in my anger at the world. And I'm just like, there's nothing I can do. I can't get mad about this. I just have to just go live this life and just do this thing. Well, it's very clear the guy who was driving was mad because at one point he was so mad at traffic, rather than yell or whatever, he turned up the radio and it was like blasting mariachi music. It was like loudly. And it's like and I gotta be honest, I was feeling it. So I'm just bobbing my head. And he's like, so you like mariachi? And I'm like, I mean, it's I like it. And he's like, who's your favorite? I'm like, don't do that to me, man. I'm now on the spot.
Yeah, who's your favorite?
And I was like, I mean, I don't really have a favorite. He's like, oh, I see. Now he's like, this guy's a fake mariachi fan. I'm like, you put me on the spot, dude. So yeah. We didn't talk the rest of the ride.
That really hit home. That like struck a nerve with him.
He was not happy. Anyway, got to the dealer, and the dealer was like, okay, so looks like the wheel damage is going to be about $571, and the damage to the oil, let me see here. And he like starts breaking out the calculator. I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, it looks like this will be about $1,900. I'm like, oh my God. The best part is after I left, he called me, was like, it's gonna be about $300 more. I'm like, what do you mean? So just a complete mess of an afternoon. And I mean, thankfully they lent me a loaner, so I can still get around, but like, not cool. Not a cool day for me.
They forgot to tell you the dealer fees. They're like, oh yeah, we forgot there's like the $300 dealer fee we didn't tag on there. Sorry.
What's crazy is when I was there, the guy's like, okay, so the wheel cost, no matter what, is going to be $571 or something. But depending on what needs to be done with the the oil stuff, that's either going to be $300 or $1,900. And I was like, okay. So when he went to go check with the manager, it was $1,900, strangely enough.
Yeah, of course.
And then I get a call. I'm like on the toilet, and dude's like, yeah, that should be $300 more. I'm like, oh my God. So I literally just, because I have nothing else, I was like, can you at least, when you guys are done, can you just have everyone, can they wash and clean the car? I mean, like, can you do that for me? He's like, yeah, we'll do that for you, man. I'm like, thanks, guys.
That's like when I had my car thing the other month, and then it was like it was like 1,000 or whatever, 1,200, and then he was just like, you want the car wash? I was like, no, I want to get out of here.
I was like, I don't even care. So I guess they have to order the tire because they didn't have the tire there. I'm surprised they didn't try to sell me on, well, you got one tire and your tire's got to balance. So we're going to have to do you got to get all 4 new tires. I'm so surprised they didn't do that. I'm dreading a call that's like, well, we put on the one tire, but the alignment's off.
Oh, they'll definitely do that. They'll be like, yeah, the alignment's definitely off. Also, we found there's a small oil leak. I wouldn't let that go very long. But there's also a radiator. It's nothing big, but I would get it taken care of if I was you. Just while we got it here,
Yeah, big fan, big fan. So that's cute.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's been. I did come with other stuff today. I was ready to talk about some good old fashioned Jesse goes to Costco stories, but instead I'm suffering. That's why I'm at home. I was like, I'm not even gonna go in the office. I don't even give a damn. I'm so over it.
Well, did you not go to Costco either?
Oh no, I went to Costco. Costco was a few days ago.
I see. So this is all in the past.
Oh yes, Costco was in the past. This is broken cars today.
Broken car and broken you.
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm fine, and then everyone sent me a bunch of links that were like, hey, you can contact the city, and the city will pay up to $10,000 in repairs for you. And I'm like, cool. So I go to the website, and it's like, what is your lawyer's name? How can they? I'm like, what the? All right, so I have to find a lawyer. I'm like, all right, this is trash. This sucks.
Yeah. All you have to do is spend 2 years fighting for it with a lawyer, and then they'll maybe pay a sum of money to which pretty much they're like, nobody's going to do that.
Yeah, it's trash. So that's what happens. And the worst part is when it happened, I wish you could have seen how my entire soul sank. The noise was so loud, and my car shook violently that I was just like, come on, man. It was just like, I had so much stuff to do today. So, yeah.
Is this one of those things where it happened, because you said it was by the intersection. How close to the intersection?
It's literally, I was turning a right on the intersection.
So yeah, as soon as you hit that intersection, the car was like, oh, shit.
The intersection of doom got me again.
You need to just mark it off.
I honestly thought while driving back in the loaner, I'm never turning right here ever again. It's I'm never, but I can't not, it's the only way out of where my apartment is. I have to go to this intersection. I have to.
Well, at least you get stories from it.
God, yeah. At least it'll, shout out to ad money for the podcast, I guess. It's going to help pay for this car.
Talia, what's your Costco? Let's you can cheer it up a bit with some fun Costco.
Well, let me tell you. So this weekend, went to Costco, thought to myself, boy, oh boy, it's Saturday. I'll go to Costco.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
I hate myself, right?
On a Saturday?
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware. But it was Saturday in the afternoon, so I thought, well, all the people would have gone in the morning, surely. No, it was packed.
Yep.
Not just packed, but people fighting for parking spaces packed.
Yep.
And so I'm going around, driving around, looking for a place to park, and I decide to finally, a lot of people are just following people, so they're holding up traffic, right? Because they're like, well, I got to follow this one person to their car. So finally, I just gave in and did that. I was like, all right, fine, I'll just follow a person. So I followed this old Asian woman, and she had this giant cart, and she's parked all the furthest point you can be from the Costco. She's so far away that the only thing around her are 15 shopping carts. And they're all pushed up against a fence, a big brick fence that blocks off the border of the parking lot. So that's how far out I am. I'm we're all the way over. And the woman puts her stuff slowly in the back. At one point, she pulled out pants, looked over the pants like she somehow didn't know how they got there, and was like, oh, pants. Folded them nicely, put them in the back of her car. Looked over some more product, put them in the back. So now I'm just waiting there God, okay, fine. I'm already in. So she puts her cart in the pile of carts. Doesn't take it back, just puts it in the pile of carts. Then gets in her car. But what she doesn't see is that the cart she put has now slowly begun rolling back behind her car.
Oh, God.
Part of me was like, I should warn this woman. And I, you know what? Kind of tried. I mean, like, I tried.
Yeah. No, you can do.
But she was not paying attention. She drove right into that damn thing and kept pushing it behind her car. She was reversing for, I'm going to say, far too long. Finally realized what she was doing, got out, moved her cart back, and then drove away. And I was like, I've never seen anyone so oblivious. She literally ran into the cart, and then kept driving with the cart, smacking into the back of her car.
How do you not realize?
Dude, I don't know. But if there's one thing I learned about going to Costco on a Saturday, they're more oblivious to their surroundings people at a Costco on a Saturday than any place else on earth. The amount of people that walk around in the aisles or like just stop randomly or like go to turn and the aisle's full and you're coming one way and they just turn and they're like, well, why are you coming this way? I was going that way. So why are you? It's like, what the? I will never. It makes me realize I never want to go back again. Like, I just hate it so much.
This is what broke you.
It did break me. But before we even got a parking space, while driving around, I totally forgot this bit. While driving around looking for a parking space, I'm in one of the lanes, and there's two cars. One is in front of me, headed out, and one is coming towards me on the other side of the lane, and they're both waiting for someone to back out, right?
Yep.
So the entire lane is held up because these two cars are right next to each other waiting for people to back out. So I'm just sitting there patiently waiting for them to move, because what am I going to do? I can't reverse. There are cars behind me. I can't go forward. There's two cars in front of me, so I'm just waiting. But I've left enough room that if someone comes out with a cart and gets into the place between those cars and me, at least I can get that parking space, right?
Yeah.
Seems totally reasonable. Dude and his girlfriend behind me come around me, pull in front of me. And I honk at them like, meh. Dude reverses, pulls up next to me, rolls down his window and goes like, that was not necessary. There's no reason for you to honk. And I was like, bro, you can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. You pulled in front of me for no reason. We're all in the same boat together, my man. And he was like, you shouldn't have honked like that. He like gave me this weird look. And I was like, patience is a virtue, dude. What are you doing? I was like talking to him like a baby. I was like, patience is a virtue. What are you pulling in front of me does nothing. It solves nothing. It changes nothing.
Yeah.
And he just was like, rolled up his window and drove in front of us again. I do not understand what he hoped to achieve there. There was absolutely nothing that he could have done except he was a little bit ahead of me. It's just compounding stupidities of Costco.
It's right. I feel like the parking lot is half the battle.
Honest to God, I must stress this. If you go to Costco and you enjoy going to Costco, you're the problem. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And it's not just because my car exploded. And I'm mad at the world right now. But if you're a Costco fan and you like post like deals at Costco, I gotta get the deals, you're the worst type of person. I genuinely do not like you. And if you're gonna message me like, Jesse, I've been listening to you for 25 years, you know what? Then you know I hate Costco. What are you doing? You're letting me down. You've let me down for 25 years.
Like they don't even know you hate Costco yet, and they're just like, you're just like, oh no, it's you should have known.
I've had a rough day. Okay, it's been rough.
Now, I will say, I like Costco.
And I hate you for it. I will openly say I hate you.
But I only go there like, once every month or two.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. We need to shut that place down. We need to shut it down.
The one part that always seems crazy to me is everybody goes there for gas. Because there's always
my parents do. My parents love going there for gas. They wait in line for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then I'm like...
By the way, hate my parents too. Hate them. Hate them. Hate everyone. Everyone who goes to Costco and is like, it's worth it. If there's a politician who wants to shut down Costco's, you have my vote.
This this feels like it'd be like a sitcom segment or some like just Curb Your Enthusiasm segment or something. It's like you just go to Costco and you're just like, God, I hate these people. Who is it? You get out, it's like Alex. He's just like, what's up, man? And you're like, what are you here? He's like, I love Costco. And you're like, what? You like go inside, then I'm there. I'm like, yeah, I'm just here having fun. And you're just like, oh my God, I hate all these people. Like someone hits your car. You're like, who's this idiot? It's like Davis. He's like, yo, just decided to go to Costco.
That really is a sitcom bit. I hate it.
You're just like, oh
Pretty
my
bad,
God.
pretty bad.
You like go back to you're like driving back home, your car explodes. It's like, oh my
The closest
God.
place that repairs it is a Costco. It's like, no!
They like drag you in. It's like, oh my God, I gotta be here all day. And then your parents walk in like, Jesse, you're here. We were just going to Costco.
We were going to get our tires fixed here. Like, no!
Yeah, it would be funny.
Yep, roll credits as it's just me sitting in the waiting room of a Costco and people walking around me loudly yelling at each other. Like, Phil, I found the Cheetos over at Phil. Like, da, 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 da.
That'd be a great segment.
Yep.
But really though, I don't know why people get gas there. It seems crazy. Like, is it
It's
that much?
cheaper, I guess. In LA, yes. Oh, yes.
Like, it's that much cheaper?
For sure.
I mean, did you see the gas price?
No, but I think I can look it up if I go to the internet.
Because, like,
Costco gas LA.
there has to be a certain point where you value time over saving like $3 on gas.
I don't see anything for Costco gas, but the Chevron nearby is $5.78.
Mamma mia, that's pricey.
Yeah, and I know that the Costco is significantly less.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
Which I get why people go. I get it. But there's also a gas station right down the street that is $5.19, which is way cheaper than the Chevron.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper.
So
Costco.
that's the one I go to because you can get in, you can get out. It's not a big issue. I value my time more than I value saving 13 cents per gallon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there hits a point where I would rather just pay the 13 cents a gallon more and not wait 20 minutes in a jam-packed parking area.
So, yeah. I never... Like, it's like when people go, and a lot of restaurants in LA, a lot of fancy different places in LA are just like, hey, we're very popular right now, and if you wait 25 minutes in a long line, you can get a sandwich. Like, there's 15,000 sandwich places in the city. Why would I wait for that? Like, I know it's good. Like, I get it. But there's all other good sandwiches that are probably closer to me and just as good.
Yeah. I saw one Costco gas thing is $4.79 for regular in LA.
All right. So, I mean, like, that's significantly less than $5, right?
Yeah.
So, again, I can understand why people would go there to save some money. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have... Gas is the one thing I do understand. I'm not going to use it, but I do understand that. Like, if you said I got a Costco membership just for gas, I would be like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But I would still judge you for using it.
Yeah. It's also one of the
understand
things that I feel like people try to save the most money on. It's like one of the things they're like, the gas prices are down like 7 cents. We got to get that gas. But then the same people go like waste money somewhere else. Like just absolutely blow the money away. But they're like 7-cent gas price difference. I gotta wait 30 minutes in line. But they'll like buy something at the grocery store and it goes bad in the refrigerator and it's like, there goes $7.
Yes. Oh, I'm starting to really figure out what it is I actually eat. Because I'll buy stuff and be like, yeah, I'm going to definitely eat this 3 bags of carrots. And I'll make my way through like half a bag and be like, well, they've all gone bad. So I guess I got to become a carrot man now if I want to. But the 3 bags, they were on sale. And I like carrots, and I'd be a fool not to get the 3 bags that are cheaper than the 1 bag.
Yeah. You got to become Carrot Man.
Yeah, well, being Carrot Man's tough. You can only eat so many carrots.
Yeah, you can only eat so many carrots. It's plus like carrots are okay. Carrots are like my favorite thing, but like they're all right.
I like carrots. I like broccoli. I will say when I was at Costco, I got a 4-pack of carrot, celery, and broccoli with a little ranch dipping cup. I got a 4-pack of those. Big fan. Big fan of my little platter of veggies. Love that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love all the vegetables for the most part. There's some where I'm like, but for the most part, I'll eat like any vegetable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I also fruits. If you got like a little fruit platter, I'll eat the hell out of that. But for some reason, singular fruits, like if you have a pre-made fruit platter of strawberries, like blackberries, cantaloupe, blueberries, pineapple, whatever, I'll eat the hell out of that. But if you gave me a package of blueberries or a package of strawberries, I'd eat like 3. And
Dude,
the rest would go bad.
Blueberries.
And I have no explanation for you. I cannot explain it.
Here's my issue is that the blueberries, a lot of the times you either get like fantastic blueberries or they're terrible. And they're like
they're
squishy.
Mostly out of season.
Yeah, especially if they're out of season. But sometimes they'll get them in, you're like, these are great. And then
That's
other
because they're
times,
probably in season. It's probably the middle of summer and they're delicious.
yeah, but I like blueberries all the time. So I always check blueberries. But then the price goes so high, and I'm like, listen, if I'm going to buy these blueberries, they better be good. Right?
Sure.
Because like I'm not paying $8. They're all squishy. I'm like, this is terrible. Why'd I even do this?
I am a anti-squishy fruit and anti-limp vegetable person. Mm-hmm. I need my veggies crisp, and I need my fruit like tough. I want my fruit not to be like blueberries. You're right. I don't want a squishy blueberry. I don't want a soft strawberry. I don't want like an apple with some bruises on it. That's not how I roll. I don't want that. I know a lot of people are fine with it, and that's cool. You can eat the ones I don't eat, but I want my vegetables crisp. I don't want like limp lettuce or like a weird crappy looking celery stuff. I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler for what I like.
I just picture when you say I like my fruit strong or whatever. It's like some like orange is just like ripped, going to the gym. It's like, yeah, workout.
Yeah, he's juiced, dude.
That orange is juiced.
I did have some good juice today. We went to that place that place that you and I went to that one time.
Oh yeah,
that's where I had breakfast. It was great. I got a breakfast burrito and a coffee and some OJ. It was delicious.
Yeah, that was honestly, that was a great place, and I'm glad you got to go there and enjoy it before your car exploded.
Before everything went to hell. Yeah. I mean, the thing is when I was there, I realized, and again, it could be because it was a Monday at 9 a.m., but I realized that it wasn't nearly as packed as it was when we were there, and that place that we had to stand now has chairs. And I was like, I feel like the LA influencer rush is gone, and now it's just a normal restaurant again.
Yeah.
But when we were there, it was the place everyone had to be at. Everyone was there. And now it's just like a normal chill spot, and I'm just very thankful.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta, it's like getting past the, like, what's his name, Guy Fieri eats there or something. Everyone's like, I gotta go to the diner, drive in and dive place, and then they get like a big rush, and then it calms down.
I'm not gonna lie, I have been to several of those. Whenever he does an LA one, I will find it and go.
Yeah, I've been to a few places in the Chicago one, and the one was like, it was pretty good, but like, he definitely plays it up a bit. I was like, this is good, but I'm not just like, oh, cheese.
Yeah, I mean, there was one that was a German Korean fusion restaurant that was like a sausage place, and it's good, but it's not like in the video. It was like, oh, this is game changer. I'm like, it's sausage that has a little like kimchi in it. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
It's like fine, it's good, but it's not like I had to drive across the city for this. I'm fine. I'm not coming back.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, that's what it was like a burger place. They like put cheese in the burger. They're like, this is crazy. And they're just like some little place, and they're just like, yes, there we go. And then it was, it was good, but I was like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to come back here.
Yeah. And I think that's the fun of it, is just trying it and being like, okay, I did that. But I have no desire to go back. Like, if I lived closer, and maybe, but this city is too big for me to justify going anywhere to eat that isn't within like 10 minutes driving distance.
Yeah.
I just can't be bothered.
I was getting berries. I was literally getting blueberries.
For some reason, I know you said I was getting berries, but I thought you just started a sentence. I was getting buried. And I was like, what?
I died.
Where is this going?
I was getting
So they were burying me.
For my new YouTube video, I got buried alive.
It was just you getting crushed by berries.
Yes,
Dude, we need to do that. We need to make a video called Buried Alive, and it's putting you in a tub, and then we just pour berries on you.
That would be great.
Why
I
are we
got
not doing
buried
this?
alive in a way that you would not believe.
So dumb.
But there was this is the whole point of my earlier berry story. I was at the grocery store, and I was like looking at the berries. I was feeling them. I'm like, oh, these are squishy. And one of the like employee people there was like, bro, you like touching the berries? I was like, yeah. And he's like, come on, don't do that. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, yeah, you can't touch the food. And I was like, you have to see if they're good or not. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. And I was like, so this guy wants me to just like pick it up, buy it, come like take it home, look at
Just
it, be like,
accept
this is
whatever you
bad.
get. Yes.
And then
Yes.
bring it back and be like, hey, these are bad. I don't want them. And then return it. Like, that's what you want, instead of me just like touching it. People are going to wash it.
Let me once again regale you with the story of my father, and it taught me something, mostly about my dad, but also about life. We were at the grocery store, and my dad was looking at, I think it was grapes or maybe it was nuts, I don't know. And he was like looking at them, and then he just picks them up and put them in his mouth. And a kid was like, you can't do that. My dad was like, what are you going to do about it? And honestly, I think the man's onto something. What are they going to do about it? You're trying to find something to buy, and there's only like I'm gonna buy them if they're good, but I first need to know if they're good.
Yeah. Like, people do that with all of they like pick up oranges and feel them. They pick up like everything. They pick up a bunch of stuff. But I guess they're like, oh, but an orange, you got to peel it. Everything's inside. But like, still, like, you're going to wash it when you get home. I
am picky as hell with apples. I'll pick up 15 apples before I find the one I want.
Yeah.
Like, if they got a problem with me, I'm going to be like, bro, you wouldn't hate someone if they were knocking on a melon.
Yeah. That's the
Come on.
Come on. Like, people are gonna feel this stuff. That's the whole. It's like you're at the market. You got to feel if what you're buying is good or not. Right.
I guess maybe because the berries come in their little plastic package and they don't want you to open the packaging. I don't.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
It's still, it's not like you're going to the cuties, the little oranges, and opening a package of the cuties to see if the cuties inside are good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's a totally different thing. It's little tiny. Every one of those, there could be like 6 that are good, and the rest could be trash.
Exactly. Because sometimes you look and you're like, oh, these look pretty good, and then you get home and they're just all squishy. There's like a moldy one in there, and I'm just like, oh, this sucks. You got like, and if they were like $3, who cares? But now they're like $6, $7.
Exactly. They're so much more expensive. Like, the difference, if you go to a farmer's market, and there's so many farmer's market in LA, they'll give you like samples. They'll be like, try some of our berries. And then they'll like package them. Like, here you go. We gave you some of our berries. You're like, hell yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's just got to go to the farmer's market.
Yeah, except they give you less and charge you more.
That's also true.
But they trick you into like, but it's homegrown and we grew it up, which is why it tastes better for sure. Because it isn't, mass produced, but also it's more expensive.
Yeah, but at this point, it can't be that much more expensive.
You're not wrong. The other day, driving by McDonald's, that's also in the gas station, hilariously. The McDonald's gas station, you can get, I think it was spicy chicken nuggets, but the meal was like $10.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm not going to pay for half cold fries, like lukewarm nuggets, and a Sprite for $10. Get out of here. At the gas station.
Yeah,
Madness.
all the prices of like fast food stuff's gone up, and it's just like the whole point of fast food is supposed to be bad for you and it's cheap. Now it's bad for you, it's expensive. I'd rather go eat good bad food. Like some, like a higher quality fast food place at least.
Yeah, I don't know why this came to mind, but I was watching the show Beef, and
What is that?
hey, spoiler, it's about beef.
That's crazy.
About a beef. It's about a beef between two people. That's it.
I see.
Which ironically, they get in a fight in a parking lot, and then they can't let it go, and they harass each other. That's the show. Anyway, the guy from Walking Dead, he spends several scenes trying to buy property for his parents who are stuck in Korea. Or maybe China. I don't remember. Hopefully that is not a racist thing. Don't hold it against me, internet.
Right.
So he goes to the property, he's sitting outside, and the entire time, it's like a 5-minute scene of him trying to call the realtor. And he has a bag of Burger King, and he's eating Burger King sandwich after Burger King sandwich. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? And then he starts to get sick, and I'm like, well, there you go. And they make a point of like, he has a favorite Burger King he always goes to. I'm like, no one has a favorite Burger King. This guy just hates himself. Spoiler, he does. He hates himself. He's massively depressed. He's like, well, of course he's trying to kill himself with Burger King. He's depressed.
Yeah, it's just your classic, my favorite Burger King. Like, you go to Burger King so much, you've got favorites. Like,
Yeah,
that's already.
he loves. The one thing I think is cute is that he loves the long chicken sandwich, which I think is funny. Those ones that look like kind of like a sub that are just like chicken pate. Like it's like a weird chicken paste.
Yeah.
Deep fried. Those. And he's like getting sick, and I'm like, yeah, well, of course you are. That's all Burger King's good for, is making you sick.
Yeah, I haven't had Burger King in years.
The fact that he had like 8 sandwiches, like he kept eating new sandwiches, and I was like, this guy must have spent $50 in sandwiches. No, he's broke, yet he's like, I gotta go to my favorite Burger King. It's like, nope.
I actually just Googled it, and there's an article from last month that says, have McDonald's prices gotten too expensive? The home of the dollar menu's recently been slammed online for a Connecticut restaurant's $18 Big Mac combo and a $7 Egg McMuffin.
That's so gross.
That's insane. Plus, then people get DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever they're using, and that's another like $10 on top of that. So you're spending like almost $30 for your McDonald's.
All those delivery services, you know what? During COVID, bless you, you kept us going.
Yeah.
Since then, nah, don't use those. Do not use those. Just get in your car and drive there. You'll save time and money.
Yeah, and then get your Costco gas.
Yeah, and if you can't get in a car and drive there, call a friend, offer them $10. It'll still be cheaper.
Yeah, seriously. Dude, if one of my friends nearby was like, yo, can you go pick up my McDonald's for $10? I'd be like, yeah, I'll do it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'll do it right now. For $10? Hell yeah, dude. I'll go get an ice cream cone while I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And because what they do is they do delivery fee.
Yep.
Plus they have a driver fee.
Yep.
Plus then they're like, make sure to tip your driver.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what's the driver fee for?
Yeah. The random fees.
And then if you don't tip the driver gets pissed at you because you didn't tip him.
Yeah. So it's and yeah, that's why overall you end up spending the same on delivery as you do on the food.
Oh, it sucks. Yeah. I mean, you can literally, hey, spoiler, you can literally just call the restaurant. Sometimes they'll deliver it. The other night got Indian, the restaurant, like, they'll deliver it. I don't have to do the fees. It's that simple. Like, pizza places used to do that. I don't know if they still do that anymore.
That's true. They actually are. Believe it or not, back in the olden days.
Yeah.
Pizza places used to do it. There's a couple other ones. But yeah, then it's all the apps started taking over, and now it's just everybody has to use the apps. But a lot of those places, they don't want to go through the apps because they get charged a lot too.
But it's also why they raise their prices on those apps. So a thing that in the restaurant might be like $6 is $9. Like if you go look at DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever and look at the price of a soda, a can of soda, it's like $3.25.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's madness. But I think they're basing on the fact that like people are probably too lazy to care.
They are 100%. Dude, especially like the amount of streamers and YouTubers, everybody there's like, yeah, DoorDash every meal I get. And you're just like, what? That's insane. They're just dropping like thousands a year on DoorDash.
Yeah, but I guess, when you're young, you have the ability to not give a damn. And you're not saving for anything because you think you're going to live forever. So, like, it's cool, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
What do I know? I'm angry yelling at people at Costco. So, like, do better than me, I guess. Enjoy life.
They probably write off their DoorDash stuff. Like, this is my business lunch.
That's actually really smart. If they're doing that, they're doing the right thing then. Never mind. Screw it. Screw the government. You heard it from me, Jesse Cox. Get yours, internet.
However, in this article, it does say that Taco Bell is, meanwhile, expanding its value menu to 10 items under $3. So
that's because it costs Taco Bell literally pennies to make their food.
That is true. But they could jack up the prices. They're just not doing it.
Yeah, I did see the other day at the store, and I don't know if this is around the country. Could just be LA.
Yeah.
But the infamous Arizona iced tea at 99 cents is now $1.29. And I'm gonna let you know, it hurt a little bit.
That's man, it
hurt.
You keep seeing everything you know and love go up in price.
Yep.
And it's just
heartbreak.
It's heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. But you know what isn't heartbreaking?
Butcher Box. If you want to get some incredible deals on premium cuts from Butcher Box, these deals are pretty amazing and extremely hard to come by if you're trying to get them at the grocery store. First off, Butcher Box. I mean, y'all know what it is. It's easily the best high-quality meat and seafood you can trust. 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork raised crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. No antibiotics, no hormones, none of that stuff. Delivered right to your doorstep. Free shipping always. You can do curated boxes. You can do customized plans. You can do all sorts of stuff. They've got membership deals and recipe inspirations and tips and hacks and all sorts of things for you. The best part, of course, is the convenience. Less trips to the grocery store. You don't have to go to some places that I'm not going to name in this ad that make me very angry. It's always there ready for you when you want to eat it in your own home. Right now, the last box I got wasn't just the normal steaks or hamburger meat or chicken or whatever. I was like, what else you got? Give me something crazy. I got lots and lots of different various I have chicken strips. I have meatballs. I have burgies in there now. I'm ready to go, dude. I'm very happy. And just like me, who is ready to go, all that meat is ready to go whenever I want to eat it. And it's just right there. And I'm very thrilled. It makes mealtime pretty simple. Especially right now, a lot of my friends are getting on like a big carnivore style diet. All of them have been asking. They've been like, Jesse, what's that Butcher Box deal you got going on? Well, I can tell them and I can tell you. ButcherBox.com/Cox. That's right. Today, ButcherBox is giving you this special offer. If you use code Cox, you get $20 off your first order. That's ButcherBox.com/Cox. Code Cox to get $20 off your first order. Also, today we're brought to you by Raycon. Raycon's out there giving you amazing quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. If you don't believe me, go look at their tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. Raycon has optimized gel tips that are designed to fit comfortably in your ears and to actually stay there, which is the most important thing in the world to me, because I got them big dopey ears, and sometimes when I put other headphones in, they just pop right out. No matter what kind of different gel size tips things they give me, they stink. Raycon fits in because they just, I guess, were designed for big dopey-eared men like me, and frankly, I'm here for it. I use them when I'm walking around. The best part is, as I've said this a million times before, but I'm going to keep stressing it, they have a great feature called awareness mode, which is essentially, when I like to walk, I live in a world of always feeling like I'm in someone's way. And so when I walk around, I like to have awareness mode on because it makes me feel like at least I'm aware of what's around me. Unlike some people at a certain place I will not mention in this ad. They also have 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. And the best part is, if you go to buyraycon.com/Cox today, you get 20% off your Raycon order, plus free shipping. That's right, you get 20% off, plus free shipping at buyraycon.com/Cox. Buyraycon.com/Cox. All right, Crendor, let's go to traffic. How's that traffic out there?
Oh boy, have we got some traffic today. There's a lot of traffic going on, a lot of rain, a lot of wacky weather going on out there. You gotta be careful wherever you are. I mean, there's tornadoes. We got the tornadoes, water, a lot of water. Some people call it rain. I did 5 seconds ago. So watch out for that. And also, it appears that we're going to be invaded by cicadas. That's right, cicadas are back and better than ever. Back to you.
Better than ever, I don't know it's true, but, cool, I guess.
It's it does say invaders from underground are coming in Cicada-geddon.
Is it every, how many years? What is the cicada timeline?
I think it's
17?
Like 15 to 17 or something. But
yeah, something like that. So, I mean, it happens.
They said this is going to be the biggest cicada comeback since 1808.
Oh, I mean, for where, though? Not L.A., right?
No, according to this, it is pretty much the entire South. And then some like Illinois southern regions, like southern Illinois, Georgia. Let's see, a lot of pretty much all the Southeast. I think they like how warm and wet it is down there, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking. So there's an active periodical cicada brood in the U.S. that they follow. And it goes, wow, what the hell? Yeah, this is fascinating. They have the next brood emerge. So there's different broods that emerge at different times.
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple broods that, for example, 2027, 2028, 2038. Apparently, if you're in Western Ohio and Illinois, 2038 is going to be a rough time for you.
Oh, boy.
But it looks like the reason why this is crazy is because brood 13 and brood 19 are both happening this year, which means brood 13 is like heavy mid. Actually, they're all heavy Midwest, but for some reason, brood 19 is also deep South as well.
Mm.
So it's hitting kind of everywhere except Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kentucky seem pretty okay, but Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, like all the way up are gonna get just wrecked.
Yeah, somehow Texas isn't getting hit. It's like cut off there.
Although in 2032 they're getting them.
Oh, I see. That's
2032 is going to be rough for the middle of the country.
Yeah, luckily, we're just getting like normal cicadas. I can deal with that. We got the yellow on the weather apocalypse.
Oh yeah, the yellow, that's brood X, so that you're not going to have that till 2038. It looks like.
Oh, I see. All right, neat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So your brood X sounds awesome, by the way.
It does. That sounds like an evil plan. They're like, release Brood X.
It really does. I would always wonder, because when I lived in Ohio, we'd have cicadas all the time, and now I see there's 3 different broods.
Yeah.
It looks like there's brood 14, which is 2025, and then immediately after that is what is that? Purple is 2033, then 2038. Okay, so there's a time period, but next year Southern Ohio gets hit.
Yeah.
And Kentucky gets wrecked. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. The cicadas are crazy. Like they
destroy. They're loud and annoying and eat everything.
Yeah. They just bump into everything. I remember one time I was like standing there, like bumped into my shoulder. I was like, ah. Like they just fly around and hit you. They just like die. They got their like shells and shit laying around.
There's some other weird bug, and I don't know what it's called, but I remember being a kid and going to Lake Michigan, and I was there with my friends, and it was so gross because there were these bugs that looked like they had faces on their butts, and there were millions of them. And the hotel we were staying at, they were all over everything. It was so gross, and I don't remember what they were called, but I remember they were just, I guess, very similar to a cicada, and that they were everywhere. And it was that time of the year when they come back, and it was every so many years they showed up.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what other bug it would be. Somebody will probably know.
Yeah, I have no clue what it is, but it is not a pretty looking bug. They were ugly.
So watch out for that.
Yep.
That's the traffic.
All right, let's go to weather.
Ooh, weather time is here. We got a weather request for, Dunfermline, Scotland. It's the old capital of Scotland.
Dunfermline?
Dunfermline. So it's Dun
I see
and
that.
then firm line. Dunfermline. But I would say it's Dunfermline.
I mean, it looks like an old capital. There's a lot of old ruins, but also, like, it's a beautiful city.
Currently, in Dunfermline, Scotland, it is 44 degrees with rain. Who would have guessed? Feels like 36, 29.44 inches of pressure, 94% humidity, 7-mile visibility, 6:40 a.m. sunrise, 7:55 p.m. sunset. Winds at 15 miles per hour, 42 on the dew point, 0 of 11 on the UV index with a waning gibbous moon phase. Taking a look at the 10-day. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. We've got 46 with light rain on Tuesday, Wednesday 44 with rain, Thursday 46 with rain, Friday 52 with rain, Saturday 56 with rain, Sunday 53 with rain, Monday 56 with rain. And this might shock you, but every day after that is 50s with rain. It's all it is.
I will say, looking at the city, every photo I see is of people walking, which makes you think it's a walking city, but I have no actual knowledge of that. So I would say to anyone who actually lives there, to our beloved listener, what's the deal? Is it like a pretty good walking city? Because every photo is like old people walking around.
Oh, yeah. I guess it is right by Edinburgh, right?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. So it's like you just go north, across that bridge, the 4th bridge, and then you're right in there.
It was the 4th bridge, yeah.
Yeah, the 4th bridge.
I wonder what's the distance on that? Like, it's not that far. Maybe like a 30-minute drive, maybe?
Yeah. Doesn't seem too bad.
Definitely if you were there in like the city, you could go over here and hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look that far away.
It's got such famous restaurants as Tim Hortons.
And Papa John. I like
Papa John's?
as soon as I zoomed in, I'm like, what crazy places do they have? Tim Hortons, Papa John's, wow.
Golden Kitchen, which is a photo of just a box of French fries.
Oh, here we go. Stevens Bakery drive-thru. Wait, bakery drive-thru?
There's a lot of dessert places, but also places that look like all right, I need to know from anyone who lives here, how Americanized is Scotland? Because looking at these places, holy crap. It's like I'm looking at a Baskin and Robbins. It's just not called Baskin and Robbins.
This place is called Doom?
This place is called Bob and Bert's.
Bob and Bert's.
Bob and Bert's proper coffee, great grub.
Bob and Bert's. That's
Bob
the type
and
of place. Oh, I see it.
4.2 for Bob and Bert's.
I'd go to Bob and Bert's.
The old Seven Kings. Is that a pub?
Oh, it's got to be.
It's a something. Jim Jack's Fish and Chips. Jim Jack's.
Jim Jack's.
Dude, Jim Jack's is a 4.9, yo. I'm going in.
Oh, that's got to be good.
I love a good chippy, bruv.
I found PJ Malloy and Sons. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like a bar.
Bar with a... okay, well, you know...
It's a girl in a chair and like leather
slapping her ass. I'm looking at... Look, it's the first thing I found. Yep, it's the first thing I saw. There's a sign above her that says Bread Street, and I'm going to say caked up. Caked up is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Girl got a butt. Yeah, good on her. But then the next photo down for me is a couple, like an old couple, like, we're here to listen to the bands, which is cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. Good on them.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of performances happening here.
Yeah, probably it's a venue, some sort of... I don't see any food or anything, so
Yeah, it definitely
But a
seems
lot
like
of
a venue.
like rocker girls get it, ladies. I'm impressed.
Although here's a guy looks like he's like a 2007 male band, like the type that'd be like, "Hey there, Delilah," like that type.
I found a ska band, so that's pretty good. I'm feeling good about that. Yeah, I mean, I bet it's a look. Scotland's on my list. I bet it's a fun time.
Yeah,
I'd stop by. I'd walk around the town for a day. End up at PJ Malloy and Sons for a concert. I'd do it.
And then you'd go to Jim Jacks.
I'd go get that Jim Jack's fish. That 4.9, 215 reviews. Come on, that's good.
Yeah, they have literally no 1, 2, or 3 stars. It's like all 5, pretty much.
That sounds great. Spotless, clean, gluten-free fish and chips. Like, come on, you can't. Portion size, excellent. Great place to eat fish. Great deals. All the reviews are just crazy about this place.
Yeah, that seems awesome.
Yeah, I'd go late night, come back. What's crazy is apparently, as far as I can tell, what are the hours of this place? It says on when it opens at 4 p.m. It's open 5 hours a day, except on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh yeah, 4 to 9, and then it's 12 to 9.
Sunday it's open 4 hours a day, and Friday and Saturday it's open 12 to 9.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday they're open like all day.
You know you got to be balling if you're like, we only open 5 hours a day.
Yeah. No, that's got to be good. Open 5 hours a day, and everybody's giving you 5 stars. Like that's got to be that's the top tier.
You know you're good if you can just make your own like stupid hours. Be like, if you want it, like they aren't even open late at night. Like, you know what? No. There's no late night food for you. If you want it, be here by 9.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with the drunks either.
Damn. I crave the power that these people have. That's some fish and chip power right there. That's amazing.
That's fish and chip power. And that is the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Welcome to Sports Desk. NCAA basketball happening. We had the women's tournament going on right now. We had Iowa just beat LSU, and it looks like USC is currently beating UConn. Don't know how that'll finish. Then the men's bracket, we got I believe NC State is taking on Purdue in the Final Four, and then UConn is taking on Alabama in the Final Four. I didn't expect the Alabama and NC State there, but here they are. Then over in baseball, we've actually had some baseball games happening. The Yankees are 4-0. The Orioles right behind them at 3-1. The Tigers are 3-0. The Rangers 3-1. The Braves 3-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 5-0. What is happening?
Ooh, my dad very happy.
And the Diamondbacks 3-1. Dodgers 4-2 right behind them. In basketball, we've got the Celtics at the top, 59-16. They've clinched first, and they will be first very easily. And then the Thunder and Nuggets in the Western Conference have both clinched playoff spots, half a game apart from each other as we get to the end of the season, as people start fighting for those final playoff spots. And same thing happening. Playoffs! Over in hockey. You got the Stars, the Avalanche, Canucks all clinched already, and then the Bruins, Panthers, Rangers, and Hurricanes have clinched in the Eastern Conference. And that's sports.
All right, what is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. It's the fact of the day.
Great. You know what? We need a jingle, like a real. If anyone out there listening right now wants to make a jingle, using the words that Crendor said, like that song you just made up. You want to take that little ditty, turn it into something. I would play it. I would insert it there instead of his nonsense.
And then I can even add in fact of the day. There you go.
It's the fact of the day. It's the fact of the day. It's the fact of the day.
There we go. Easily.
Yeah, you can make something out of that.
You can produce something out of
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to read the fact. So we got a fact. Let's see. There's got to be a good one here. No, we've already heard that one. Dude, some of these facts, I'm like, dude, we've already heard these facts. We're like,
Dude,
we can win
heard
Jeopardy.
these facts.
We've already heard these facts. That's I don't know. That one's okay. Wait. Okay, hold on. This one says Wally Amos is responsible for making more than just cookies famous. Is that like the famous Amos cookies?
Oh, famous Amos cookies? Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
What else did Wally Amos do?
That says you may be familiar with Wally Famous Amos thanks to the packaged chocolate chip cookies, but before he worked on his sweet treats, he was in the business of making people famous. He discovered and signed folk duo Simon and Garfunkel and was a talent rep for acts like Diana Ross, Sam Cooke, and Marvin Gaye.
Crazy.
Dang.
So wait, what?
Yeah, I guess. So he was just, not only was he famous Amos, but he was like in charge of making people famous Amos.
Dude. All right. I had to figure out how this all connected. So I went to his Wikipedia. By the way, 87, living in Florida. His photo is him in a watermelon hat.
I see that.
But according to this, he basically became a mailroom clerk for William Morris Talent Agency. And then he became the agency's first African-American talent agent. He then signed Simon & Garfunkel and headed the rock and roll department. According to Wikipedia, this is what it says. Amos attracted clients by sending them chocolate chip cookies along with an invitation to visit him. He represented musicians, like you said, Temptation, Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye. In 1975, a friend suggested that Amos set up a store to sell his cookies, and in March of that year, the first famous Amos cookie store opened in Los Angeles, California. He started the business with the help of Marvin Gaye and Helen Reddy. They gave him a loan.
Wow. That's
Wild.
that's a crazy story.
Wild. That's crazy. That he lured them in with cookies. What a different time that was.
It was just, you're just like, let's see, who should my agent be? Or like whatever. There's like, this guy sent us cookies.
I'm not gonna lie. If someone made, if I had an agent, like I've had many agents, not one of them has made me a cookie. Half of them don't even call me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be like, this guy cares. I get it.
Yeah, you'd be like, dude, Amos, these cookies are good. You should sell them.
That's incredible. I'm blown away.
That is actually insane. That's a good fact. Look at that.
Amazing. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's your fact of the day.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Speaking of famed groundhog, Puxatawny Phil is now a dad of 2 babies.
How'd that happen?
Yeah, what's he? He's going crazy down there. We now know that Puxatawny Phil, the groundhog, who predicts whether an early spring will arrive each February 2nd, we know what he does the other 364 days. Pennsylvania group that handles Phil and his groundhog wife Phyllis says the couple have become parents. It appears that they are pleased to announce that he has...
I don't like that his wife's name is Phyllis. I don't like that.
Phil and Phyllis.
It's like and his sister wife Phyllis. Like I don't like it. It's not good. That'd be like if I married someone named Jessica.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
I don't like it.
Yeah. And they named him those things. Yeah.
Yes. They did it on purpose.
Yeah,
I hate that.
That is weird. We're pleased to announce that Puxatawny Phil has had his first children. We believe they are 2 baby groundhogs and that Phil and Phyllis have started a family. Wait, we believe?
I was about to say, we believe?
Oh, we believe their art. I was like, wait, what? Okay, that makes more sense.
We're not really sure what the animals are, but we believe they're baby groundhogs.
It's Thomas Dunkel said, president of a tuxedo-clad group called the Inner Circle that carries on the groundhog tradition each year. What the shit?
That sounds like a cult.
That's a cult.
That's a cult.
I like how I just casually mentioned that. It's like the tuxedo-clad group, the Inner Circle. Okay, hold on. The inner circle.
And here's the thing. It started as a fun, like, it's the inner circle. Get it? We all dress up in tuxedos and we pull the groundhog out and we determine whether there's going to be more winter. But I guarantee since that tradition started, someone's made it weird.
Oh, 100%.
Like, if you want in the inner circle, you must first do these weird, bizarre things and then kill a man.
It's actually, if you go to groundhog.org/inner-circle, you can see the inner circle. And there's a lot of inner circle members. I would say one too many inner circle members. Because, like, when I think of it, I'm like, okay, how many are there? Like 5, 6? There's like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, like 15, 16?
It's too many. It's although you can go to the inner circle's groundhog ball, that's pretty good.
That's true.
Yep. Saturday, February 3rd, 2024, sold out.
Tom Dunkel, he's the president. You've got Dan McGinley, the vice president. Jason Grusky's the secretary. The treasurer is Josh Farkas. Then you've got his handler, AJ Derrium. The Iceman, Butch Philibert. Okay, what is the Iceman?
Iceman, that dude kills enemies.
He definitely does. If anyone gets too close to the groundhog home,
send the Iceman.
They send him to the Iceman. He like puts him in a freezer.
Also, all their names, the most Pennsylvania names I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah. They really are. Jeff Lundy is the fair weather man. John Johnston? John Johnston?
That's the guy who named her Phyllis.
Oh, 100%. He looks like he would too. He's the chief health man. Dave Gigliotti is the thunder conductor.
Dude, come on. They're just making stuff up so they can, like, this is like when the mob, like, yeah, that's Tuna the fish. He's in construction.
Yeah, I construct.
That's Big Lips Maroon. He is a driver. Like, yeah, okay.
He's just like, yeah, I drive, I ain't saying nothing.
And that's the Iceman. We don't talk about what he does.
And neither does he. He's too cold to talk.
And so are all his victims. I mean, clients.
Okay, Patrick Osakowitz is the ozone.
Stop. You can't call man the ozone.
Yeah, he's the ozone. Jory Sarian is Daybreaker.
Now these are just call signs of X-Men.
Yeah. This is
Come to me, my X-Men. Ozone. Daybreaker.
Rob McCoy is Downpour.
They're literally X-Men.
Yeah, they're just becoming X-Men now. Patrick Cassaday is the head huntsman. Rob Gemmel is the storm builder.
Come on, man.
And Jay Lundy is Overcast.
My dad, if he heard these names, he'd be like, yeah, I love the Groundhog Club. Then he'd hear their code names and he'd be like, losers. And he'd never talk about it again.
And then Marcy Galando is the executive director.
Well, right, because she's the one. That's like when you look at the X-Men and it's like, I'm Storm and I'm Wolverine, I'm Cyclops. Oh, I'm Jean Grey. That's the same thing.
That's yeah. They said we're pleased about it, and I talked to Phil with my cane, which lets me speak groundhogese, and Phil cannot be more excited he started a family.
What's the over-under on them really believing that cane can speak to the groundhog?
I'd say at least over half of them believe it.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to say that it's cult-like now. Where no one's going to question it. Like, they all know it doesn't really work, but, like, no one's going to say otherwise.
Yeah, I think some of the higher-ups have done it so long, they really do believe it, though.
I talk to him every day.
Yeah, and then Downpour is just like, it doesn't really talk to him, though, right? And everyone just looks at him. He's like, right? Like, we're not really talking to him. There's like Downpour.
Get Iceman over here.
Get Iceman over there. Handle him. Phil emerges from his burrow each year on February 2nd, blah, blah, blah. Phil and Phyllis live in climate-controlled quarters at the Puxtawney Memorial Library, but like most growing families, they now need larger digs. club plans to move them to a larger home on the library grounds. Like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, Punxsutawney Phil comes with his own mythology, including the claim that he will live forever due to imbibing some magic juice called the elixir of life. His wife is not allowed to partake of the elixir and thus is not immortal, where our groundhogs suffragettes when they are truly needed.
I don't like that he must live and watch all he loved die.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's what they set up here. He's a vampire.
He's like Wolverine.
Oh shit, he is Wolverine.
He's Wolverine.
Whoa, dude. His healing factor is too strong.
And what about the kids? Will they someday inherit the responsibility of predicting whether there will be 6 more weeks of winter? Will they have to spend their lives waiting for Dad to shuffle off to that big burrow in the sky before they can inherit the throne?
But he won't, because he'll live forever. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Alas, no, Dunkel says, because their father is immortal. There will always be only one of him.
So dark. This is so messed up.
This shit's crazy.
I didn't know that I needed to know the lore of something so silly, but it is dark.
I didn't either. Yeah, this is like, the people will read that and be like, it's fun, but like, yeah, this shit gets crazy. This is real dark. You think Tom Dunkel makes him drink the juice?
Yeah. He's like, we got a good thing going here. You're going to drink this. She's like, but what about my children? Can't you give them a drop? He's like, no.
He actually is talking to him with the cane. It's like, you're gonna.
That's why only he gets to talk to him with the cane. Because if people heard what he was saying, they'd be like, surely we could give his kids a drop. It's like, no, there's only enough for me and enough for this guy. That's it. I too shall live forever. Me, Dunkelman the Immortal.
Also, they have Cold Snap, Samuel Adams, the official beer of Groundhog Day.
Again, I like that the Sam Adams beer also has an X-Men name.
Yeah, that's it's very thematic.
It is.
And that is the news story of the day.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Thanks so much for listening or watching or having enjoyed this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
Boy, have we got socials. We got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. That's where you can find all these podcasts over on the youtube.com. Leave your weather requests and we might do it. Also, we got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. Also, that's where all the animations are. You probably know that by now. Also, we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, if you want to listen to it somewhere else. Also, we got stuff we do over on YouTube Jesse Cox, YouTube Crendor, Twitch Jesse Cox, Twitch Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Twitter Jesse Cox, Twitter Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor was taken, TikTok Crendor, TikTok Jesse Cox, TikToks, Patreon Jesse Cox, Patreon Crendor, that's it.
Thanks so much. And as always,
Shake the Rhino.
to be continued.